We don't walk away from our allies. We stand with them. We don't let tyrants win. We oppose them. We don't merely watch global events unfold. We shape them. That's what it means to be the indispensable nation. That's what it means to be the world's superpower and the world's leading democracy. But this vote makes it clear there is a bipartisan consensus for that kind of American leadership. That's exactly what we'll continue to deliver.
Biden's speech there was like a greatest hits of all the neocon cliches over the last 30 years, or the indispensable nations. You got some Madeleine Albright, you sprinkle in some Dick Cheney, it's all kind of there. The problem is we're not that nation anymore. I mean, like you and McGregor have talked about, we couldn't even do what we did in 1991 in that Gulf War. And our military is substantially degraded from that point. Certainly our DIB is. And there's other great powers now in the system. So Biden's trapped in the past. I think this is the problem with having a president who has spent the last 50 years in Washington, is that kind of his brain got baked during this whole unipolar period. And he can't shake that type of thinking. Yeah. They're all kind of like that. Right. Washington's kind of run by these octogenarians, and I don't think we're going to get any new thinking there without new leadership. I don't think it's a coincidence that the politicians who are thinking differently, like J.D. Vance or Thomas Massey, they are a different generation than McConnell or Biden or Pelosi. Yeah. And one of the points that J.D. Vance made in his Senate speech is that in 2003, when he was graduating high school, he signed up for the Marines because he believed in that whole narrative that Saddam Hussein was the new Hitler and we had to go over there and stop him. And so he was gung-ho and signed up for that. And he kind of realized that whole 1938 narrative turned out to be basically a mirage. Yeah. And he's like, I'm not going to fall for that again. They keep telling us that it's always 1938, the enemy is always Hitler, and diplomacy is always appeasement. And he's like, I've figured out that this is just kind of their playbook. This is kind of how they run things. JD figured it out because he was actually over there. So many of these other guys they've never updated their thinking.